Statistics right now about Airbnb versus long rent, and I found out that the Airbnb is about two times, three times more productive than the long rent. In some way, you are more protected in Airbnb. Even seems to be very very hard to do it, because if, let's say, you have taken consideration that somebody has to clean the unit after they stay for a couple of days, so that one costs you too. But you can add it to the nightly rent and then rates, and then will be fine.
Yeah, and because I know I have the rules in two places. One is in the hallway, right away when you walk through my door, you see all the rules for the house.
Yes,
they're honestly they're common sense. They're nothing it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's pretty much I ask people to treat my place like they treat their place, where I hope they are respecting their place.
Yes.
But because it's important, right? Because some stuff like this can happen, and I actually had a situation like this before, and I had to pay for the plumber to come in, and I was like, I'm so sorry, because I could prove what actually happened. They threw a Pampers, for a
pepper,
yes, in the toilet,
and then it's so sad, and you cannot control them.
Yes, and this is why the deposit it's actually good to have
very important.
Yeah, they have
so that one is a benefit from the Airbnb or VRBO's clients, because they have something. They have something in case something goes wrong and the tenant is not following the rules. They can recoup some damages.
Yeah, and always make sure you take the pictures, because I know the Airbnb, they're asking for pictures, because if you have to explain the situation, but also they are asking for pictures. So if anything happens in the situation with any guest, any damage, just take a picture. And also what I ask my guests when they walk through the door, to report if it's anything damaged, because they can't come after a week say, well, when I came, this is why I'm asking, please report.
Please report immediately.
And then I will fix it, and then it's costing me or the previous guest. But if you report after a week, then it's not the same situation. So there are so many details, but again, it's because people still buying, still investing, still doing Airbnbs, so they're producing some money. It's just we have to be cautious. That's pretty much it.
I just read the statistics right now about Airbnb versus long rent, and I found out that the Airbnb is about two times, three times more productive than the long rent, which is amazing.
Oh yes,
it's a little bit hard to, let's say, manage, but
of course you have
if
to
you
work
don't take a risk,
you can't just make more money but do the same thing. You just cannot.
So I'm happy to do that. I'm willing to take a risk, like having an Airbnb, than to have a long-term tenants which gave me negative cash flow or zero cash flow, and then to in case something goes wrong, to cannot evict him because of the actual
rules and the regulations.
With the Airbnb you can set up, let's say, I don't want any parties, I don't want anyone under 25 years old. You can take 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 deposit for damages, let's say, and the people, they become more careful when they have 2,000-3,000 deposit. On the long run you cannot do anything like that.
Yeah, and I'm doing Airbnb for more than 6 years now, and I'm so happy. Now I have repeat guests coming, probably the 4th year. I have a few months. They're actually coming, renting for 1 month. So it's actually perfect, because they love the place. They treat the place like it's theirs, and this is what we want for that's the ideal guest, to be honest.
I have to learn from you for sure.
Well,
in Airbnb area, but as you said, per our conversation, you did amazing thing. You improved very well your unit, and then you ask for more money, and then because of that you're asking for more money. is like a filter for quality of the tenants.
Absolutely.
And then the higher the price, usually you don't have the less problems you have.
Exactly, yeah. And people treat your place a little bit different.
Like themselves,
ask a little bit more money.
This is the truth.
But you have to offer also the quality. It's not just...
Yeah, of course. You have to offer the quality, and then you can raise the rent per night. And so many people, they're asking me, okay, so what how you can what the benefit is to have an Airbnb versus a long rent. So basically there are some formulas, and then you have to, in the beginning you don't know, like you have just to search to see what is the average renting rate, for example.
I would start with that actually.
Yeah, I would start with that one, and then multiply with the nightly rent, and then you have an idea how much money you are making on that year.
Absolutely, yeah.
As I said, if it's a 3 season, for sure you're making much less money, because you can rent just from May to September. Let's say October, beginning of October. But if you have,
depends, because if you go north, sometimes October it's tricky.
It's tricky.
I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah. We have beautiful falls here, but still, like when you're inside, you don't want to have like 16 or 17 degrees in the house in October, right?
So if you have, let's say, 30-40%, on one calendaristic year, the occupancy rate, which is amazing, 30-40%.
That's ideally.
But usually, like in Canada, I read it's about 27%. So this is the average occupancy rate. About 27, so close to 30%. But so now I was looking in some statistics. So the more units, the best units to rent, let's say, is 2-bedroom. There's 2-bedroom home or 2-bedroom cottage or 2-bedroom property for maximum of 5 persons. So these this is the 91% you have 91% rate of success. The second best, it's a home with 3 bedrooms versus the 2 bedrooms. So and also it's for apartments it's 1 bedroom. So for apartments, the best to rent is 1 bedroom, but for homes, 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms.
So these are the most desirable ones.
Yeah. Oh wow.
It's interesting.
It is. And again, I'm learning all the time when we are doing those. So in terms of inspections, because I think the inspections, not just for like regular houses or home, it's important, but it's anything special about cottages for inspections we have to take in consideration?
So first of all, as I said, on the cottage side, you have to have at least three different inspections. One for the house, like they do usually in Toronto area, in a big cities area, then the house is important. Then we have to have a specialized inspector for septics, because it's a big expense. If something is wrong, if you don't get notice when we purchase the property, you can end up paying 30, 40, 50,000 more just to upgrade the system.
Absolutely.
Some people, they have, for example, what I learned is, especially when the cottage was recently renovated, but the cottage was an old cottage, and let's say the septic was suitable for 2 bedrooms, and then they renovated, but they did 3 bedrooms or 4 without without the city's probably approval. You end up upgraded after, because the city will push you to upgrade it, because now it's a 4-bedroom instead of 2 bedroom. So that one, so you have to be sure that septic is for the house that you purchased, not for the house that was like 50 years ago. So